One of the most common injuries on all levels of sports is concussions. Early diagnosis and education is key to proper treatment and recovery. A concussion occurs when there's a blow to the head and the brain is shaken back and forth in the skull. The shaking back and forth disturbs brain function and may, in severe cases, lead to brain swelling, blood vessel damage, and bleeding. Concussions are usually associated with contact sports such as football, but can also occur in other sports such as soccer and basketball. But here's the truth about concussions. Studies estimate that approximately 10% of all athletes involved in contact sports have a concussion during each practice or game. So it's very important to look for any of these signs and symptoms, as all are not always present. Forgets plays or instructions. Confusion regarding present or previous events. Shows behavior or personality changes. Appears stunned or dazed. Answers questions slowly. Teammates can and should help by being aware of unusual behavior of another teammate. A parent should also be aware of any unusual behavior after a sporting event. Athletes may report headache, dizziness, blurry vision, memory problems, sluggish feeling, or changing in sleeping pattern. It's very important you act immediately. So here's what you should do. Any wrong answers to questions or any reported symptoms, and the athlete should be pulled from play. If an athlete loses consciousness for any period of time, they should be evaluated and cleared by a physician before being allowed to return to the activity. If they have been evaluated for a concussion, here are things to watch for. Do not leave your child unattended for the first 24 hours following a concussion. Watch for signs and symptom changes. If they experience any changes, they should go for further evaluation. The signs and symptoms following a concussion may vary, but here's a list of the most important to look for. Change in mental status, fluid coming from the ears or nose, slurred speech, blurry vision, loss of memory, vomiting or nausea, increased headache, unequal or dilated pupils, dizziness, or any worrisome symptom. The most important treatment following a concussion is rest. Allowing enough healing and recovery time following a concussion is crucial in preventing further damage. Research suggests that the effects of repeated concussions are cumulative. Following concussion, there's a period of change in the brain function that may last from 24 hours to 10 days. During this time, the brain may be vulnerable to more severe or permanent injury. If the athlete sustains a second concussion during this time period, a risk of permanent brain injury increases. It is very important for the athlete to be honest and truthful regarding symptoms so that they don't return to play too quickly, which could put themselves at risk for a more severe injury. Post-concussion syndrome is the cumulative effects of many concussions. This can cause the athlete to experience many of the symptoms of the concussion for an extended period of time.